Okay, we are live in YouTube right now. Hello, YouTube. Good afternoon, guys. Thank you all for coming. It's a pleasure for me to be here again to guide one more conversation in English. And good afternoon, Joaquim, Yasmin, Gisele, Herbert, Luciano, and Luis Carlos. Today, we are going to talk about productivity, and I hope you all enjoy. But before I start properly, I need to explain a little bit how TalkNTalk works, okay? TalkNTalk, as you know, guys, I guess, is a language conversation platform, and here you can practice in a real environment languages like such as French, English, and Spanish. And it's a safe place, so don't worry to make mistake, okay? Because here there is no corrections. Because by the way, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a English student, and I think you all. So it's not a class, it's a space to practice English, okay? And I will commit probably mistakes, and mistakes, it's part of our language learning. And I think when you change our mind and you can see our mistakes, our feel as a way to improve, I think we can develop more and more. And it's good. It's, from my point of view, it's so good. And before we start answer the questions, normally we introduce ourselves to other. I think it's good to know to know each other, to break the ice, to start speaking another language. And I will start. I'm from Belém. I've been in this process of studying English since 2020, and I became a host here since last year. I learned French as well, and sometimes it's complicated, but I like this process. And I've been studying Spanish as well. So yeah, guys. What else? I work as a public servant. I'm married. I have one daughter. I'm a dog person, and on my free time, I so appreciate it to relax, just to do nothing, and to stay with my family. And yeah, that's a little bit about myself. And now, Joaquim, please introduce yourself.
Yes, of course. Good afternoon, everyone. Speaking a little about me, about myself, I would say that my name is Joaquim Maia. I am from Portugal, living here in one little and calm village close to Lisbon. I am 79, married, retired, with a son, a daughter, and three grandsons. I am already retired. Then, in my free time, I practice some hobbies. I like very much to hiking in the morning, through 3 times a week. After to have breakfast, I go outside to hiking a little. In some days, I go also to the gym. I like very much the exercising. Normally, I start the days reading or listen the news of the day, and I would say that nowadays the main hobby is to assist in the immersions here in TNT, immersions in the French and English to practice and improve my English skills. That's all.
Very good. Thank you, Joaquim. And what about you, Herbert? Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, nice to meet you all. It's a pleasure to be here once again. I'm 44 years old. I'm married. I live in a small town in Rio de Janeiro. One of my passions is learning English, studying English. I'm studying English because I want to travel abroad in 2 years. And also, I love to meet new people and share my experience. Um, yes, one of my hobbies is watching movies without subtitles. I love this, challenge myself. Listen to music, especially pop music that I love. And yeah, I'm here to learn and practice my English. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Herbert. And now, Giselle, please.
Hello, my name is Giselle. I live in Picos, Piauí. I work as a software developer, uh, and I want to improve my English for my work. Currently, I working in an international project, and I need to communicate in English with the team. Thank you.
Thank you, Giselle. And now, Luis Carlos.
Hello, guys. My name is Luis. I'm from Campo Grande City. I'm 45 years old, and I live in Campo Grande. Actually, I am a data analyst, and in my free time, I like to spend my free time learn about music and watch movies and going outside to enjoy the day. Is this?
Thank you, Luis. Yasmin, your turn.
Hello guys, I'm Yasmin, I'm 20. I live at São Paulo, the capital. Here I live with my cat, with my parents too. In my free time I like to read books, watch series. Sometimes when I have more time, I like to play video games too. And I've been here in the platform since 2023 to practice my English and my Spanish too.
Thank you, Yasmin. And Luciano, please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Luciano. I am 47 years old. I was born in Paraná State, but now I live in São Paulo State. I am assistant analyst. I am married. I have a son and I have a dog too. In my free time, I like to spend time with my family. I like to practice some sports. I think 4 years ago I started to practice Muay Thai. It's a good sport. I like music. I like to play the guitar, and now I try to learn it, play the drums, because I like to. I like to. And I like to watch movies, series, and about Talking Talk. Yeah, I know Talking Talk is since 2022, but yeah, I rarely participate the Imersão, né? Imersão. And now I had the opportunity to start to winter intensive English with Joaquim. Joaquim studied with me. And now I started to practice more conversation and enjoy my my immersion, English immersion.
Very good, Luciano. Very good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, guys. As there are more than 5 people here, I need to divide us, okay? I will create another room, and I ask you in another room, guys. Maybe I don't know if you want to you can decide to choose a leader to guide this conversation. And I hope you enjoy. If you need something, you can send me a message, okay? If there is some problem, I don't know. And yeah, I think before the end, I will bring you all back and you can talk more. How was the conversation, okay? So now, if you receive some invitation, please click on it. We see you soon. Okay. I think it works. I hope. Okay. Okay. Now we can start, guys. Luciano, could you read the question number 1 and start discussing, please?
What does being productive mean to you personally? For me, being produced means deliver what's needed to within the deadline, and always get the best way to deliver is something that meets or accepts expectations, because you never deliver something, or you deliver what's needed, but you don't achieve the expectation, that's not being produced. It's my opinion. We need to deliver something that's you get the best way to deliver and accept the
Okay.
expectations.
I agree with you. Thank you, Luciano. And Herbert, what did you think about this question, please?
Okay, in my opinion, technically, being productive, I think, is provides to your company the best, take advantage of all your time, or all your work time, working actively, and but being productive, it's not also, it's not only um, work all the time like a robot or like a machine. I think it's important to um, pay attention in ourselves, right? Like human beings, we are all human beings. We are not just supposed to working all the time like a machine, but we need to work with happiness and stay connected to our colleagues, and not only work all the time, unstoppable, but we need to we got to um, uh, talk to your colleagues, and we need to be treated, I think, treated by like a human, okay, not like a machine. So there's two different perspective. You need to work well, um, provides, how can I say, profits to your company, but also you need to be treated by your colleagues and your boss, uh, well, in a good way. I think that's it's difficult to answer that.
No, no, I understand you very well and very good. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Giselle, what do you think, please?
Oh, to me, being productive means doing what needs to be done in a objective way, in a I think is to do what have to be done without spending time with other things. Is to focus in to do what have to be done in a clear. I think is try to do things in a efficient way too. Yeah. It's objective and efficient way to do what have to be done.
Yeah, very good, guys. I will agree with you all. I think each one said a good, important thing, and for me, it's the same. I think to me, being productive means when I'm able to use my time wisely. Yeah, I need to be productive, but I need to focus what matters. So and don't to get stressed, exhausted. I think when you feel like this, there is something wrong. Uh, I think it's good to uh, to try do our best uh, to be productive, uh, uh, but I think it's good to at first to think about to do in a efficient way and to avoid how can I say rework retrabalho. I don't know how can I say retrabalho because sometimes when we have a lot of tasks and you, for example, you can't focus well on in a way that you can finish and to get good result. I think probably you will get stressed and exhausted, and sometimes you won't able to solve problems because you just to focus uh, on the amount of tasks to do, So, and sometimes for me, it works when I stop and I try to think more calm and to focus and to create a plan to achieve my goals, to achieve my result, and don't to worry about all of the things I need to do, So, and because as the subject, we are not a machine, So there is other things more uh, uh, more important, as important as our productivity. And for me, I don't like to when I, for example, to bring work for my to home, bring to work to home, and during the weekend, for example. No, I think it's important to have a balance, to have a time to work, to have a time to take care of myself, to take care of my family, and to stay to spend a quality time with my family. It's so important. So, and yeah, I think it's my point of view. Okay, guys. Now the question number 2. Herbert, could you read the question number 2? Start,
Yeah.
please.
Yes. Number 2, do you feel guilty when you are not doing something useful? Why? So personally, I prefer to be in movements all the time when I working. And whenever I don't know something, whenever I don't know how to solve some problem or accomplish some task in the company, I tend to ask someone for help and maybe try to learn about the tasks because I really like to feel useful for the company and for my employee. And I tend to try to learn about all the tasks in the company in order to be useful all the time. Maybe replacing, maybe for example, if someone is not here available to do that task, I would like to. Love to. I really like to replace them and finish that task, right? So that's my one of my traits of personality. I really like to feel useful for everyone. Not only in the workplace, but at my home as well. So that's it.
Yeah, it's interesting because there is a passion from society, to be productive all the time. And I know how it works. So sometimes when I'm resting or relax, so just relaxing, uh, I feel like, oh, I'm wasting time. But I think it's not true. I think it's a false belief. It's a passion, it's a idea that the society put on our minds. So, and you follow it without to reflect and about there is consequence about this. So, unfortunately, people are getting sick, people developing mental disorders like burnout, like anxiety, depression. So it's a problem. It's no right. So I think resting, relaxing. There is time to work. There is time to relax. To I don't know, just to do what I like to do the most. So it's my opinion. Okay, and for you, Luciano, what do you think?
Yes, in my case, I feel useless totally when I'm not doing something useful. I feel like a lazy guy, but sometimes because, for example, you have some tasks to do in the day, and in this day we need to participate in a lot of meetings, to talk about the other topics, to solve the other problems. And at the end of the day, the tasks that you split or the tasks that you need to do, it's not possible to done because you participate in a lot of meetings or discuss about the other topics that don't have in your plans, and the tasks that you need to done, you didn't. And in this case, I feel guilt, but sometimes it's necessary, Sometimes it's sometimes you need to doing something useful.
Yeah, sometimes I feel guilt as
Yeah.
well. And I remember when my daughter was a kid, and now she's an adult, and I remember, oh my gosh, I felt guilt because children grow so fast, and sometimes when you just to focus in your work, you can lose the important phase your children. So yeah, and I think it's so important to have a balance about this, to reflect
Yes.
more. Yeah.
Or
Thank you,
learning something about something.
yeah. Very good, Luciano. Thank you. And you, Giselle?
Yes, sometimes I feel guilt. I think in the most of the time when I don't be productive, I I feel that I am guilty. Um, I I I need to do something all the time. Yeah. Except in weekends. Saturday, Sunday is I usually don't work, didn't work. Yeah. But in a week, in days of the week, when I stay without things to do, I feel guilt.
Yeah, so challenging. Okay, Giselle, I will continue with you. Please, could you read the question number 4 now?
Yeah. Question number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can rest and leisure be considered productive? Why or why not? I believe I believe that yes, we need the leisure, we need rest for a good life, yeah. And I need this for to be productive in our work. I think when I work a lot for a long period, like 2 4 weeks, I my productive this affected my productive, yeah. And I turn less productive, yeah. So I need a rest. I need leisure with my family, with my daughters. For after this, I return to be more productive.
Yeah, very good, very good. So I'm sorry, Giselle, because now I notice I would be ask you to read the question number 3, and I skipped to 4, but okay. After we can answer the question number 3. And now,
Okay.
Luciano, what do you think, please?
Yes, in my point of view, yes. because when you rest and the leisure, we recover the energy, and sometimes we can solve problems faster and have a new ideas, because we refresh the mind, and sometimes, oh, I think I can, for example, solve this problem, because sometimes uh, we will stay or spend more time concentrate in your problem or in your project, or you have a developer something new, and you block, and you can't solve the problem or can't have the new ideas. And when you rest or when you refresh your mind, sometimes you can or have solve the problem more faster, or have a new ideas. For example, sometimes I have a problem, or I need to solve some problem, or I need to develop something, but I don't have idea. And sometimes when I go to home and I watch TV, for example, or sometimes when I was talking with my my wife or my friends, the idea into my mind. Oh, I think I know uh, how to solve the problem that I had in, for example, in the company. Oh, I think it's possible to create something. So I think it's a good idea to rest and research.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and it's the same. Sometimes when I'm so focused on thinking that I can't solve, or when I decide to take a break just to
Yes,
to to go for a walk, for example, to listen to music or just to talk to someone, and suddenly the idea turn up in my mind. So because our brain needs a refresh, and I think when you recharge our energy, I think our banking works better. So yeah, very
yeah,
good. And you, Herbert?
Yeah, I think it's so important to take a rest and having a leisure time because we are human beings. We need to spend time with our family and friends and take a break a little bit. And also, I think this rest time is important to not only to recharge our battery, but also think about our lives, think about our future, right? I think it's important to our creativity. So
Mhm.
in this rest time, it's the time to reflect, to be creative, and think about your job, think about your family, and these things. And it's all these things is part of life, and it's really important to take a rest and take a break. And yeah,
Yeah, very good what you said about creativity. Right. When you realize we rest, we can refresh our mind. I think it's so useful for our creativity. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Herbert. Guys, now it's my turn to read, and I skip. I'm gonna read the question number 3. How do social media a hustle culture influence our view of productivity? So guys, I think uh, social media show us sometimes a lot of examples, like people like sharing a routine of productive uh, so uh, um, how can I say, tough, difficult. So like people posting about wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. and working 12 hours a day, or I don't know, just it seems they don't feel lazy, they don't feel tired, they don't feel exhausted, and so it's it's so untrue for me. So but even though sometimes that influence about our decision, our choice. So because when you see a person who is so successful, and because I don't know, they share, oh, I'm so productive, um, uh, and I don't feel tired, I don't feel exhausted, and we can, I don't know, to think, oh, there is some problem with me, uh, because but no, there is no problem with us. It's a way to show unto reality. It's for me. I don't know. Maybe there is someone who can really have this so tough routine, but for me it's impossible. So, what did you think about this, Giselle?
I think that social medias influence totally in our productive. Uh, in I think this affected our for be less productive. Um, um, myself, I how can I say, I waste uh, mm, 4 or 5 hours per day in social medias and like Twitter, X, Instagram, and in this reduce my productive. Uh, I think if I don't use social medias in every day, I will be more productive.
Very good, Giselle, very good. There is another side about social media, and because I talk about how I can be influenced by some examples, but there is another side, as you know, as you said, when you just waste time on social media, and we forget all of the things we need to do, So, and I consider a no good option. So, yeah, very good, Giselle. Thank you. And now, Luciano.
Yes, my point of view, I think the social media influence, because we can follow the people or the company, always create a new methodologies. And for example, oh, I need to accept or to adopt the agile methodologies or the productive methodologies, and they will need to do this. And some companies adopt the idea that needs to produce more and more. Uh, I don't know. I don't know exactly. Can I say target, o ponto target? I don't know. Tipo, meta sobre meta, né? And
Mhm.
when I achieve in the meta, we need to increase the other targets, and I think the social media influence about this. Social media and the hostile culture, né? Because I think after the pandemic, we needed to archive the new targets. Goals.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you for sharing. And Herbert, what did you think?
Okay, I think let's say social medias and productivity are somehow connected with each other. Because, for example, in the past, I will give a short example. In the past, I couldn't see anyone building a wall, a brick wall, right? So now I got a chance to see on YouTube, for example, people, professionals building a wall quickly and easily. So I believe nowadays is way easier to build a wall by using social media. It's like a do it yourself. So you don't need to spend a lot of time building a wall, for example, because you can see the best way to do that. So you can maybe use a specific technique, or you can use a specific machine to help you to build that wall. Um, so that's the reason why I think social medias and productivity are directly attached one another nowadays, because influences our productive.
Very good, Herbert. Guys, I don't know, but maybe you have time to answer one more question. I will choose the question. Let me see. The question number 8. I think it's a good one. Luciano, could you start, please? The question number 8.
Number 8. Do you think people today are more obsessed with productive than the past? This case, I don't know exactly, but I think so, because we have seen an increase in demand and a large scale production. Maybe I don't know exactly. Maybe after the pandemic, because during the pandemic the production slowed down, and now the company needs to recover the losses, and they have a lot of demand, and now we need to produce more and more. I think this.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. And I think after the increase of technology, because technology makes us everything so fast, and that is like a competition, So it's all the time I think this pressure to be successful, to be efficient, constantly grow all the time. There is a new about technology, about how to improve your productivity, and yeah, it's and sometimes I feel a little scared about this because it's impossible, guys. It's so too much, and yeah, it's need to try to stop a little, to take your time, and yeah. Thank you, Luciano. And for you, Herbert?
Yes, I agree with Luciano. I think people are becoming more obsessed with money, especially over time, because especially if you work by yourself, if you are a self-worker, right? You tend to spend more hours in your job in order to make more money. For example, a Uber driver, they usually work for hours and hours, like 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, in order to try to be rich, become rich, and make more money. And I think, yeah, depend on the person, but if you are a self-worker, I think you probably are obsessed with money and be productivity.
Yeah, very good. Making money is important, but it's not everything in our life, you know. Very good, Herbert. Thank you. And Giselle, your turn, please. What do you think about this question?
Oh, I agree with Herbert. Uh, I think nowadays we are more obsessed for productivity. I think it's because the people want more money, but I think is influenced by the influencers, the coaches, and the social medias that have. There are many coaches um, talking about productivity, teaching to be more productive, teaching to be rich. I don't agree. I don't. Um, how can I say? I don't follow this coach, but I think many people are influenced by them and this influencing or the perception of productivity.
Guys, oh my gosh. Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, guys, how was the conversation? How was the conversation, Luis?
Well, Ayla, the immersion in another room was a very welcome conversation, very cozy, very friendly as well. And well, I like the subject so much because is a warning, yes, a warning and advice to remember us to not kill ourselves for work, something like that.
Yeah, interesting, Luis. Thank you. Thank you very much for your participation and for sharing your opinions. It's so good. And you, Yasmin, uh, how was the conversation?
Yeah, I agree with you. It was really nice in the another room and friendly advice to not just give all of us to the work. And yeah, I think it's that because if we do it at the end of the life, we wouldn't leave anything, just work it. So yeah, I think this is very important to take a time for us and to think the work isn't everything.
Very good, Yasmin. Thank you. E Joaquim?
Yes, with Asmi and Luis, it was a friendly conversation. They speak English very well. It's amazing, and the topic was good. A little difficult to discuss the productivity, but it was good. It was good. Yeah.
Thank you, Joaquim. And now I would like to know, Luciano, how was the conversation for you?
Oh, for me it was amazing, because I can discuss about this interesting topic, because we need in the really we need to find the equilibrium, the balance with being productive and the health life. We need balance. You need to work, you need to deliver that you need, but you need to spend time with yourself.
Thank you, Luciano. E Gisele, what are your opinion about this subject today, please?
It's amazing. I like it to talk about this.
Thank you. Herbert? Herbert, are you there? I don't think so. Okay, guys, I would like to thank you all for coming, for your time, for sharing your opinion. I think it's so good subject. I like so much to talk about this. I think I can reflect and pay attention, guys, because we are not machine, so making money is important, to be productive is important, to do your best is important, but our life, it's important to focus what truly matters, what make us feel good, what make us feel happy, what make us feel fulfilled. And that's it for now. I put the link of survey so you can answer, you can give us a feedback, okay? And thank you very much, and I hope see you the next time.